their feet, Jankos!
A little bit too low in this one. It is just he stole it. The steal away. Jankos secures a absolutely massive Elder Drake, and EDG are evaporating on the spot. Yes! Yes! Yes!
People talk about the greatest Western players in League of Legends history. A few names always come up: Caps, Perks, Reckless, and of course, Jankos. For more than a decade, Marcin Jankos Jankowski was one of the faces of European League of Legends. He's won championships, reached the World Championship final, defeated some of the best players in the world, and built a reputation as one of the most entertaining personalities in esports. But before becoming Europe's most famous jungler, Jankos was just a guy from Poland with a dream. This is the story of the First Blood King. Born on July 23, 1995, in Poland, Jankos discovered League of Legends during the game's early years. Like many future professionals, he spent countless hours grinding ranked games and improving his mechanics. Jankos' first major breakthrough came with teams like Roccat. While Roccat wasn't considered one of Europe's elite organizations, it gave Jankos the opportunity to showcase his abilities against the best players in the region.
Does land on Reckless. Jankos has gone in.
Thunder going in there as well. They managed to land the hook on towards Reckless. There's the combo going down. Reckless surviving there by the shields, and now the focus comes on towards Overpower. He takes the lantern away.
Fans quickly noticed a pattern. Whenever a game started, Jankos was often the player creating the first kill. His early game aggression became legendary. Statistics showed he secured first blood more often than almost any player in professional league. Despite playing on rosters that weren't expected to compete for championships, Jankos consistently stood out. Even when his team lost, analysts and fans recognized that he was one of the strongest junglers in Europe. It was only a matter of time before bigger organizations came calling. In 2016, Jankos joined H2K. This would become one of the most important chapters of his career.
Hello, my name is Marcin Jankowski, better known as Jankos, and I play jungle for H2K League of Legends team.
For the first time, he was surrounded by teammates capable of competing internationally. That year, H2K qualified for the World Championship. At Worlds, expectations for European teams were low. Even back then, international events were dominated by Korean and Chinese teams. Most fans expected Europe to struggle. Instead, H2K shocked everyone. With Jankos leading the charge from the jungle, the team fought their way through the tournament and reached the semi-finals. Although H2K lost to the eventual world champions, the run transformed Jankos' reputation. He was no longer just Europe's first blood king, he was now considered one of the best junglers outside of Korea and China. But his greatest chapter was still ahead. In 2018, Jankos joined G2 Esports. At the time, G2 was already one of Europe's powerhouses, but nobody could have predicted what would happen next. Over the following years, G2 assembled one of the most talented Western rosters ever seen: Jankos, Caps, Perks, Wunder, and Mickey X. Each player was exceptional individually. Together, they were the best team Europe has ever seen. Unlike the other teams that relied on structure and discipline, G2 thrived on creativity. They experimented constantly, they played unconventional champions, and they weren't afraid of anyone. Here Jankos already played the role of a veteran jungler, who helped connect the team's chaotic style into a winning formula. G2 dominated Europe from start to finish. They won the LEC Spring Split, then they traveled to MSI. Many expected Asian teams to dominate once again. Instead, G2 shocked the world. After an unforgettable tournament, they defeated Team Liquid in the grand final and became MSI champions. For the first time in years, a Western team had won a major international League of Legends tournament.
From this, they're already on to the Nexus turrets. This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe. A world record. G2 Esports 3-0 will win MSI 2019.
Jankos was instrumental throughout the event. His versatility, experience and leadership helped G2 overcome all the challenges, but they wouldn't stop there. Later that year, G2 entered the World Championship as one of the tournament favorites. For months, fans dreamed of something that had never happened before, a Western team winning Worlds. G2 fought through the tournament. They defeated Damwon and SKT. They reached the final, 1 series away from history, 1 series away from becoming world champions. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be.
Fun plus Phoenix are looking to silence the haters and stun the world with their own style of League of Legends. They are pushing onto the Nexus. The favorites of G2 in Paris did not stand a chance. And Fun plus, they've taken down the Nexus. They turn their attention to Wonder. Tian goes down. Perks kills Gimgoon. The Nexus is being focused. It's going down, and Fun plus Phoenix are your world champions!
Yet despite the loss, 2019 remains one of the greatest years ever achieved by a Western League of Legends team, and Jankos was one of its biggest contributors. After 2019, G2 remained competitive. The team continued winning championships and qualifying for the international events, but eventually change came. Players left, new rosters formed, the golden era slowly came to an end. And yet through it all, Jankos remained as one of the most loved and respected figures in the scene. His gameplay evolved, his leadership grew, and his personality became even more beloved by fans. Whether competing on stage or streaming to thousands of viewers, Jankos never lost the sense of humor that made him famous.
I mean, it's not that easy to hit a spear on 600 fucking target, so don't even fucking dare to talk. I don't even want to look at the chat right now, because I know what's going on. And it's not that fucking easy.
Very few players manage to stay relevant for a single season, even less remain among the best for multiple years. Jankos did it for more than a decade. He became Europe's first Blood King, a Worlds semi-finalist, an MSI champion, a Worlds finalist, and one of the most successful Western players in League of Legends history.